Welcome back to another fun-filled show. I am your host, T. is Blanchard, aka Free Blanche, aka Blanstradamus, aka Blanchy Kruger. And today's title is, get my mic right. That should be better. And today's title is Jasmine Crockett, Miss Ratchett if you're nasty, Communism and Black Culture. Jasmine Crockett, Miss Ratchett if you're nasty, Communism and Black Culture. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let's just jump right into it. What's up, Rena Bina? Let's just jump right into it. Okay, let's jump right into it real quick. Let's see what they're talking about.
No one. I gotta get through this.
I don't know why we can't hear anything. That's weird. Let me try this again. That's weird.
No one.
Okay, let me try to get another video, man. This is crazy. I don't know why the sound is muted on this video. Yeah, I don't know why. Weird. You can hear it? I can't hear it. Oh, you know what? Hold on, my bad.
All right. I gotta get through this. No one. I gotta get through this. 6 years ago, no one believed that I could become a state representative.
Let me tell you something about Black people. Black people always play victim. You notice that? You notice that every time something does not go Black people's way, they always play victim. They'll walk around here big and bad, terrorizing the whole neighborhood. And as soon as they get caught, they start playing victim. Y'all notice that? Men and women. They talk big and bad. They talk tough, chest poked out. Can't tell them nothing. As soon as they get exposed or they lose, all of a sudden now it's racism. It's just disgusting.
6 years ago, no one.
Or a little funny shaped self. By Pie says she still found a way to blame white Republicans, which is crazy. What Republicans ran against her? I'm curious. What Republicans ran against her?
All right, I gotta get through this. 6 years ago, no one believed that I could become a state representative. We were outspent 5-1.
Ooh.
Yeah. We're outspent 5-1. There were a couple of organizations, progressive organizations, that were like, this is our candidate. We want to go with the one that the establishment does not want. One of the main organizations, and they all lined up together. They did. One of the main organizations was TOP. People said there's no way she's gonna win. 6 years later.
Yeah.
Woo! 6 years later, a very short amount of time, I went from being the kid that no one thought could do it, who was out there hustling, knocking doors, putting door hangers at the apartment complexes, doing everything that I could.
Do you know how easy it is for Black people to campaign? All they have to do is talk about Republicans and racism. Like, think about it. Think about what gives a Black political person cachet with the people. They talk about Republicans and they talk about racism. That's it. Have y'all noticed more observation in this programming? Have you noticed that when a Black person is a Democrat, they're just a Democrat? But when a Black person is a Republican, they're a Black Republican. When a Black person is liberal, they're just liberal. But when a Black person is conservative, they're a Black conservative. Think about that programming. Think about how it's automatically assumed that a person that is Democrat and liberal, it's assumed that you're that if you're Black. But if you're a Republican or conservative, they have to put Black in front of it. Again, this is a part of the programming. This is why I say I ain't Black, I'm free. Because to be Black is to be controlled. To be Black means that you automatically are a Democrat and a liberal. Automatically. You automatically have to support MLK and Malcolm X. You automatically have to support all these Marxist and communist organizations. Automatically. That's what it means to be Black. If you really break down what it means to be Black, you see it in politics. This is why being Black has nothing to do with your appearance and everything to do with an ideology. It's an ideology because your skin is brown. So clearly, it's not about your skin color. It's not about your mind because your mind is pink or gray. It's not about your spirit because your spirit doesn't have a color. So clearly, you being Black is based on something other than your mind, your body, and your spirit, which is who you are. It's an ideology. To be Black is to be controlled because people automatically assume that you are on the left. They assume it. Do you know how shocked people are when I give my views and my opinions? Do you know how shocked people are when I say what I say in real life? Because of the way I look, they just assume.
We were in the midst of George Floyd. Was that election or the other? No, it was that one. There was a runoff because I was number 2. I wasn't number 1. I made it to the runoff, and then they ended up killing George Floyd. People told me I had to go and get on the phones because we just didn't have the money. And I said, I can't do that. I gotta go do what I know is best. You don't know somebody's circumstance in the middle of this pandemic. I'm not gonna be insensitive and ask for money. Instead, I'm gonna do what I've always done. I'm gonna stand with the people as they take to the streets.
I'm gonna stand with the people as they take to the streets. Do you all realize how uninformed Black people are? Think about it's 2026. Black people have Google on their phone, in their hand all day long because we know by the Nielsen report that Black people consume more social media than any other demographic in the world. Black people consume more social media than any other demographic in the world. Black people consume more television than any other demographic in the world by 40%. And you mean to tell me with black people being glued to the TV and glued to their phone and they still don't know what's going on? Think about that. Black people are glued to their TV and their phone more than any other demographic in the world. And they still don't know anything.
There were 600 protesters arrested in Dallas County. Actually, more than that. But 600 that we represented pro bono. No one ended up with a conviction. We just did what we wanted to do, which was to help the people. And guess what? The people saw that. There were people that said, we want to help you win because we believe in you. We had over 300 volunteers for a state house race. Every vote counted. We made people believe that every single vote mattered. And here it is, 6 years later, because of the power of 90 is what I'll call it. I am standing here on the cusp of becoming the Democratic nominee in the state of Texas for USA. This is the power of the people. Do you know how many people along the road have told me, well, Jasmine, you're going to have to change? When I went off to Congress, they told me, you're not going to be able to be the same.
Jasmine, you are cosplaying, Jasmine. You didn't grow up like this. You did. You already changed. You changed into Jasmine Crockett, Miss Ratchett if you're nasty. You already changed. You cosplaying now. Do you know how scary it is, people? You know how scary it is for black people to be this uninformed, to be this uninitiated? You know how easy it is to see that Jasmine Crockett is a fraud? Like, it's easy. Do you know how easy it is to see that Benjamin Crump is a fraud? It's easy. Like, it's easy. It's easy.
Thank you specifically to the people of Dallas County. I love you so very much. And I woke up still heartbroken about everything that took place. I've got your emails. We received your phone calls about all of the confusion and the many people that just didn't get to vote. We have to fix this going forward. We should not have people being disenfranchised in 2026, even in Texas, specifically in a Democratic county. Just wanted to say.
Let me tell you all something right now so you can understand. Alfonso said, I just can't hate Jasmine Crockett. She is a beautiful, intelligent woman. She just happens to represent a community where hood and ghetto lifestyle is the face of black culture. Then that means she's not an intelligent woman. You just said she represents a community where hood and ghetto lifestyle is the face of black culture. She's not intelligent then. Why would you represent something that's detrimental? Why would you represent something that is detrimental? Because if you represent a people where ghetto lifestyle and hood lifestyle is a part of the culture, that means that's what you agree with. She's not saying don't do that. She's not running and say black people do better. No. She's using the same communist talking points. Power to the people. We got to protest, let our voices get heard. She's using the same communist talking points. I don't hate Jasmine Crockett either. I don't hate Jasmine Crockett, but she's a fraud. She's a fraud. You see, what black folks have a problem with, and this is part of the programming, is judging other Black people righteously. What you'll find is that when it comes to a Black person that doesn't follow the script, they have no problem exacting judgment on them. What I mean is when somebody like me opens my mouth, they have no problem with me getting canceled, deplatformed, demonetized. They have no problem with me getting a punishment for my views. But when it comes to other Black people who align with the foolishness, for somehow Black folks can't judge them properly. They can't judge them righteously. Jasmine Crockett is an agent of chaos. That's what she is. She's not naive. She knows what it is. There's no way in 2026 folks don't know what's going on. It's all by choice at this point. It's all by choice at this point. So when Jasmine Crockett watches one of Chad's videos, she doesn't go and cross-reference. She doesn't go and research. She just said he's a coon and keeps moving. Never even giving it a thought. You know why? Because she knows if I dig into it and see the truth for myself, I can't unsee it. You see, people avoid the truth because it convicts. The lies entertain, but the truth convicts. People avoid the truth because it comes with conviction. That means I don't care what they tell you. Once they know the truth, they can never put the toothpaste back in the tube. Once people know God's word, I don't care if they leave and go worship Saturn. I don't care if they leave the faith and become a Buddhist. I don't care if they leave the faith and get into all kind of manner of witchcraft. It doesn't matter. Once you know the truth, you can't put it back in the tube. So everybody that left the faith lives a life of torment. Everybody that left the faith lives a life of torment. Everybody that has seen the truth, heard the truth, or read the truth, I don't care what they do after that, they will never have peace again. Because the most beautiful thing about the truth is God. So imagine you knowing something. It's like God constantly reminding you of something every single day. This is why most women can't sit still in silence. That's why most women cannot sit down and have silence in a room. They can't do it. Because once they sit down and they're still, they hear that truth again. It's torment. That's why they keep up a lot of chaos and confusion. So Jasmine Crockett is an agent of destruction. My bad. Agent of chaos.
Say thank you specifically to the people of Dallas County. I love you so very much. And I woke up still heartbroken about everything that took place. I've got your emails. We received your phone calls about all of the confusion and the many people that just didn't get to vote. We have to fix this going forward. We should not have people being disenfranchised in 2026, even in Texas, specifically in a Democratic county.
This is crazy. Oh, I know LARPing for cash. I know. That's why I said it as an example. That's why I said it. Just the thought said, when you believe people when they keep showing you who they are, it's just like most men don't get tricked by women. They don't. They just lie to themselves. Men, there's never been a man that got tricked by a woman. He just lied to himself. That's all. Again, once you know the truth, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. You can't.
people are coping so hard right now.
White and Latino voters, y'all did y'all big one in Texas. And y'all said, challenge accepted, bitch. We're going to pack her black ass up and let these motherfuckers know that the future of the Democratic Party is white. And so, guess what this means, guys? The baton is passed to you. Y'all need to be out there pounding the pavement. Get out of black folks' comments on social media, camped out there. Because Tallarico is going to make white Democrats again. And Latinos.
What we just witnessed in Texas with Jasmine Crockett losing her election is, in my opinion, a pivotal moment. It reflects a broader shift that Black Americans have been warned about for decades.
You're going to have an unending influx of immigrants into the country. And that's what Dr. Price is talking about. And nobody, no black politician, no black organization wants to deal with that issue. They will avoid it at all costs, even though in their hearts they know that's one of the biggest problems for black folk. You have been the majority minority for 400 years in this country. You have been the number 2 population for 400 years. You're going to get kicked out of being number 2. You're going to go down and become number 4. Now, common sense, even a 3rd grade education would tell you, if you didn't get anything when you were number 2.
For the past 60 years, many black voters have remained loyal to one party without seriously questioning whether that loyalty was ever going to translate into lasting political or economic power. Meanwhile, demographic changes have continued to reshape these same communities. Immigrant populations have moved in, opened businesses, built capital, and established political influence in neighborhoods that were historically black.
See, the problem with black people, again, is they tried to go and get power from a political party. Black people tried to go and get power from the Democrats. Instead of just building their own communities up, they tried to go to the Democrats to get power. Still got your hand out. There's a famous song by Billie Holiday. Them that got shall get, them that not shall lose. But the Bible says, and it still is true, Papa may have, Mama may have, but God bless the child that has his own, that's got his own. Let me go back to the lyrics again. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible said, and it still is news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. And so black people went to the Democrats with their handout instead of going to God with their obedience. You see, you went to the Democrats with your hands out, but you should have went to God with your faith. And the reason why you didn't go to God was because you had bad intentions. You see, when people don't go to God, because they have bad intentions. When people don't go to God, it's because they have bad intentions. And they know God won't honor it. But somebody will. Oh, but somebody will.
As these populations grow, voting blocks shift. That means the political leverage Black Americans once had in certain districts is beginning to weaken. What happened in Texas is a continuation of what we've already been seeing in places like California, New York, Chicago, and other cities with historically large Black populations. Political power is ultimately about numbers and organization. When demographics change, influence changes with it. And unfortunately, the reality many people are starting to confront is that the warning signs have been here for decades. And because of that, I've coined the term amigo wake-up call that came to some people a little too late. We are cooked.
Well, at least she knows that At least she knows black folks is cooked. Prudence said the song was inspired by a real-life argument between Holiday and her mother over money. According to her autobiography, Lady Sings the Blues, her mother refused to lend her money. Good. You see, because instead of going to her mother, she should have went to God. Instead of going to her mother, she should have found a way to make some money. Mother gave her a valuable lesson. God will bless those that have faith. So in the words of Amber, dear black people, y'all are cooked. Won't he do it? Just in the nick of time, I wasn't black anymore. Right when that black ship was sinking, like the Titanic, right when the black ship was sinking like the Titanic, I jumped off. I ain't black no more. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm so upset. I cannot believe this is happening to our country. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, Governor Abbott. All y'all. Shame. Shame. Shame on you guys. This is ridiculous. You're going to do whatever you can to suppress our folks. You already gerrymandered everything. You just gotta make it worse. You just gotta make it harder, huh? That's okay. I still fucking voted, you bastards.
Now notice, she went through a whole, and again, black people lie. It is a cultural byproduct. Black people lie without even thinking about it. When I say black people, I mean 95+% of black people lie. They lie with no problem. It is a cultural byproduct. I had somebody tell me a couple weeks ago, she said, you got to lie on your resume. And I said, is lying wrong? She said, yes, but. You see how the devil works? You have to lie on your resume. Then I say, okay, well, is lying wrong? Yes, but. That's how Satan works, people. That's how Satan works. This woman just said that the governor of Texas, Governor Abbott, made it difficult for black folks to vote. But somehow, some way, she managed to vote. She said it was so difficult to vote, but somehow, some way, she managed to vote. Black people lie. It's just safe to assume when a black person is talking, they lying. Somebody asked me, somebody said, Blanche, how can you tell when somebody black is lying? I said, they talking, ain't they? They talking, right? That's how you know.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do. And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So, I want you to enjoy yourselves, but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow. So, I love y'all too. Thank you so very much for being here. Love you down.
So the Republicans targeted Dallas County by doing what? Saying you had to have an ID? Like what did they actually do? What did Republicans do to make it difficult for black folks to be able to vote in Dallas? What did they do? Tell me. What did they do? It's a Democratic primary. It's all Democrats. What did Republicans do? Everybody voting is voting for Democrats. What did Republicans do? Also, are you insinuating that the white Democrats voted for the white guy and the black Democrats would have voted for you? Like, what are you saying? Black people are pathetic. Thank you, Tierra. Thank you. The Republicans wanted Jasmine to win. Thank you. The Republicans wanted her to win. Think about it. She ruined the whole party. Think the Republicans would be salivating at their mouths if Jasmine Crockett won. She would single-handedly destroy the Democratic Party. Thank you, Tierra. Republicans wanted Jasmine to win. That's a win in itself. Prudence says Tallarico is so much worse. Well, I mean, listen, any man that's running as a Democrat, any white liberal man, he's going to be with all of the satanic and demonic agendas. Like you, that's guaranteed. If it's a white liberal man on a Democratic ticket running, oh, he's going to be with all of the nonsense. Because think about it, the white man is the number one target. So that means he has to be extremely left. Because the conservative white, the Christian conservative white male is public enemy number one. So he has to be totally left to avoid that persecution. So Tallarico, he has to be worse by default, just to not be labeled as a white man. Jasmine played the role of her lifetime, and in that was an obnoxious stereotype. Tallarico is a Kamala clone, but without the word salad. He says all the approved words. I'm going to play a video by him right now. It's a great segue into my next video.
I want to start off by thanking Congresswoman Crockett. She is a colleague and a friend. I am so grateful for her voice and her leadership. It was an honor to run this race with her. To the Congresswoman's supporters, I know I wasn't your first choice, but I hope to earn your trust and earn your support. As your Democratic nominee, it's on me to ensure you feel welcomed in, represented by, and proud of this campaign. Together, we're going to do something extraordinary.
The white liberal is the most disgusting beast on the planet. The white liberal is disgusting. I mean, the white liberal is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, truly. The white liberal is a soulless creature, a soulless, savage creature. Just devoid of all morality, all principles, not just a soulless, savage beast. The white liberal is truly disgusting. Just, oh.
You launched this underdog campaign 6 months ago in my hometown of Round Rock, Texas. And
Candy says he claims to be Christian. Bye Pie said he sounds like a white Obama. He does. Kind of looks like him too. He kind of looks like Obama too.
Since then, tens of thousands of Texans have shown up to rally with us in every corner of this state, from Beaumont to El Paso, from Amarillo to Brownsville, and everywhere in between. We have recruited more than 28,000 volunteers who are doing the organizing work all over this state. And we
organizing work, communism.
We have shattered grassroots fundraising records, all without taking a dime from corporate PACs.
Grassroots fundraising, not taking a dime from corporate. This is all communism. It's just all communism.
This is a people-powered movement to take on this
people-powered movement, communism.
Broken, corrupt political system. This is truly a campaign of, by, and for the people.
Broken political system. In other words, Trump. In order to be, somebody said in the chat that white men can only be extreme on the left. If white men are extreme on the right, they're called terrorists. On the left, they're called allies. You know, folks who want to make change. I just know that any liberal man running on the Democratic ticket is with everything demonic and satanic, just everything. I don't even know the guy, and I can guarantee he supports everything to the extreme. Guarantee. To the extreme. I don't even know the guy. But let's continue. Miss Jackson, if you're Ratchett.
When I was running for HD 100, I was outspent 5-1. I had $100,000. My opponent had $500,000. Wow. But I had the people that rocked with me. In addition to that, I was a criminal defense attorney. So I went to the trap houses, y'all. I knocked on the doors. And I registered folk. Because guess what? Whether you in the trap house or you in the White House, your vote counts the same in this country. So I need y'all to make sure that we don't leave anybody out. Because at the end of the day, these policies will affect all of us.
All right, I'm gonna hit you up after I get done. So that was Jasmine Crockett. Again, dear Black people, I don't know how y'all can't see through this nonsense. Jasmine Crockett just said, whether you're in the trap house or the White House, your vote counts. Like, it's just, I don't think Black people realize how people talk to them. They don't treat y'all like scholars. They treat y'all like you children. When Kamala Harris had her campaign, the way Kamala Harris campaigned for Black people, it was disgusting. Think about what Kamala Harris campaigned when it came to Black people.
It's our time. We are fed up with the crazy regime in DC.
You are the truth.
Yes, you
are the truth. Oh my God.
I want to actually effectuate change. So I show up authentically me every single day. I don't think that it's radical to say that people should have a living wage. And I'm not going to pretend like it is okay for people in the Epstein class to somehow avoid accountability. If we are not talking about how we are going to make for a better America, then we ain't talking about I will not back down.
You know what's funny about y'all? You know what's funny? You all think that okay, let me just give y'all paint a scenario for you all. If the country is all Democrat, it's over. Y'all understand that? Nirvana Tyler, Texas said, MAGAs can't win November 1st regardless. Their best MAGA couldn't even get 1 million votes on MAGA's own home court. Crockett got over 1 million votes and she lost. Everybody believes that if the country is all Democratic, it's going to be a wonderful utopia, and it's not. Need I remind you all of what Joe Biden was doing when he was in office? Behind those shots, behind the border. When Joe Biden was president, people lost their jobs, their businesses, and 20 million illegal immigrants came over here. If America's a third world country, people, you're not going to like it. You can't even fathom America not being America. You can't even fathom it. You can't even fathom America not being America. You can't. You have no idea what it is to live in a third world country where you have no rights, no say so. See, you all believe that if the Democrats get in complete control, they're going to honor you all. What happened in 2020? Did Biden honor you all? No. Get in line and get that shot. I'm going to open up all the lines for the illegal immigration, lines for these shots. Joe Biden said that his number one mission was for trans children. Joe Biden said trans rights are bigger than civil rights. This is a Democratic guy that y'all picked. He said his number one mission was trans children. Y'all live in La La Land. You live in La La Land. You have no idea what it is to live in a communist country. Y'all so emotional, it's crazy. It's crazy. Just emotional. It's crazy. Yeah, they said, listen, dear black people, I'm going to say this again to you all, and I'm going to keep saying it. Black people are the people of influence. Every group of people on the planet have a gift. White people's gift is organization and structure and systems. That is their gift. Black people's gift is influence. That means whatever they want the world to do, they get black people to do it. If you don't believe me, anything that happens in America, all you have to do is just look and see what black people are doing. And I guarantee before it goes out to the masses of Americans, black folks are doing it first. Guarantee it. And it's by design. It's by design. This girl said, go ahead and block me. MAGA's way of hiding from DMs, demolishing. I don't do it. That's what y'all do. Y'all do the blocking, reporting comments. Y'all do that. I don't do that over here. You can speak freely over here. You ain't gonna get blocked. Look at already playing victim. Look at him. Already playing victim. Go ahead and block me then. You'll never win, MAGA. Go block me. You'll never win, MAGA. Let's continue.
Hey, y'all got to be stopped, man. Y'all have to stop making everything about race and racism. Seriously, man. Jasmine Crockett didn't lose because she's a black woman. She lost because she's an unserious person. She lost because she chose to run around out here playing the ghetto congresswoman. And I think for some people it was cute initially, but as time went on, it became more and more embarrassing. Why do you think the Obamas, why you think y'all black messiah ain't never been nowhere near Jasmine Crockett, won't touch her with a 10-foot pole? It's because she's embarrassing. And even though he didn't give a official endorsement, he definitely made sure that he publicly had nothing but good things to say about James Tallarico, who, by the way, is a freak lunatic pervert who is obsessed with transgender and children. But that's a whole nother story. The Obamas did not even endorse Jasmine Crockett. Matter of fact, y'all Lord and Savior Barack Obama descended down to Virginia during the governor's race when a black woman, Winston Earl Sears, was running for governor. She was already the lieutenant governor. She was the most qualified person, and she was a black woman. But he made sure that he went down to Virginia to endorse Abigail Spanberger, the white liberal left-wing lunatic. So I don't understand why y'all don't understand that identity politics, Democrats only care about identity politics when it benefits Democrats. All that, black woman power stuff only matters when it's going to benefit them. And maybe, just maybe, if Jasmine Crockett had been her authentic self and took off them big dumbass eyelashes and stopped behaving herself like she was auditioning for fucking baddies, maybe the establishment Democrats would have had more faith in her and they wouldn't have snaked her the way that they did. But that's how I go. That's how I go. It ain't about racism. It's about Democrats wanting to win. And they knew that in Texas, it's not that a black woman, but a ghetto black woman. And she ain't even ghetto. She came from the suburbs. She went to private school. She's college educated. So she put on a costume and played this character that I think at first she thought was going to work, but it didn't. So knock it off, man. Knock it off with the race stuff, man. That she played her hand and she lost. Simple as that.
I agree with everything he just said. I do. Nirvana Tyler, Texas said, YouTube was created by a Democrat and his immigrant friends. MAGA created True Social. You're on a social site. Yes. Okay. Let's assume that YouTube was created by a liberal or a Democrat or whatever. How does YouTube behave? Let me ask y'all a question in the chat. How do these social media sites behave? How do these liberal, democratic social media sites behave? Are they for the truth? Are they for equality? Are they for fairness? How do these social media sites behave? I'm curious. I'll let the chat answer that question. Ms. Graves said authoritarianism. Anthony said, when a man listens to the woman, he will suffer. Amen. They shadow ban you whenever you speak truth to power. Janan TV, they will shut you down. Tierra, censorship. Paul said, like demons. So again, you saying that YouTube was created by a Democratic liberal, we know. It's obvious. It's obvious. Listen, like how they banned Tommy Sotomayor. Yes. And let me say this about Tommy, though, because Tommy just hit me up. I'm going to say this right now. Tommy Sotomayor is the reason why we are able to do this today. And I'm going to tell you why. Not just the red pill space, not just the red pill space, but also the being able to come online and voice your opinion controversially. He's the godfather of that too. Because it wasn't just red pill, it was everything Tommy was talking about. I got to give Tommy his flowers. I truly do. Because he has paved the way for us to be able to do this today, truly. And so, yes, Tommy Sotomayor took the arrows. He's the one that got deplatformed and demonetized way before Nick Fuentes. Way before Nick Fuentes. It was Tommy. I keep telling you all that Black people are the people of influence. When it was rumored that Candace Owens was going to run for president a couple of years ago, when it was just rumored, Nancy Pelosi tried to have her impeached, which makes no sense, but she tried anyway. Because they know if they get somebody that's Black and they're not speaking the same nonsense, it's going to shift the people. If you all notice, when Black people are talking, everybody listens. But to whom much is given, much is required. And you all have used your gift of influence to do the will of Satan. They banned a doctor of common sense, E.T. Williams. I don't know who that is. You know. Let's go. Let's go. Let's continue. Let's continue. Where should we go? Should we go and talk about the culture? Let's talk. You know what? In honor of Tommy Sotomayor, in honor, let's go to this first. Let's go to this one first.
Black women out here acting like this. Take a look.
Give me my cross, bitch. Give me my.
¿Le tomaron las placas ahora? Okay.
Give me my cross.
No, yo te... Quítate.
Give me my... I will fuck you up.
Deja come, please. Cross.
I don't see most when I go out, I don't see most Black women acting like that in public. I don't see most people acting like that. I'm sorry. Like, I just don't.
I can tell you right now that when I go to this brunch place by my house, it's only Black women that's up twerking. It's not, I don't go to white places and white women pop up and they start twerking. I live in Chicago. And you have to admit that there is a level of dysfunction here because most of them were raised by, even the Black women that you see twerking were raised by single Black women. All of these people are being raised by single Black women.
If you got a party, what's wrong with twerking?
It's not a party.
Yeah, but it's not a party. Like
it's
we
a
have
brunch.
videos.
It's a restaurant. It's not a party. It's a restaurant. People are there with their man. People are there. It plays music. Yeah. All
right. So as I had like a DJ, it's a party.
It's not. It's not
a party at 11 o'clock in the morning.
This is the problem too. Instead of just being honest and just saying it's a problem, instead of just saying, yes, it's a problem. Black women out in public it's a problem. It's a problem. Instead of just admitting it, this girl gonna say, Amber, she gonna say, well, if they playing music, it's a party. If they're playing music, it's a party. It's gotta lie. It's a lie. Yes, I mean, and my point with that was, like how she refused to say it was a problem about hair. She said it's not a big deal. It is a big deal, in my opinion. Like I said on me and Crystal show that we did, that you can't run around here talking about how great you are. Black women gonna save America. We queens, we goddesses, we do all of this nonsense. But then when you go home, you hate your hair. Like, that is insane to me. It's insane. It's like how are y'all saying y'all the best thing ever, but then you hate your hair? And then on top of you hating your hair, now we have a whole nother can of worms open up because the hair is causing probably cancer, your fibroids, your all it. Listen, it's so much negativity with that hair. And even Carmen mentioned, even the Indian hair, they get rid of all their bad spears and then ship it over here and y'all put in y'all hair. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So yes, you can't be running around here talking about how black women are the best thing ever, but you ashamed of your hair. Because no other group of women on the planet are ashamed of their hair. No other group. Only one group. Only one group is ashamed. But let's continue. I had another one.
Think that women have control over who they sleep with?
Yeah, they do.
So why is it that women are having children outside of marriage?
The same reason black men are having kids outside of marriage.
No. But if women choose who they sleep with, and women are the gatekeepers of sex, why are they allowing themselves to have unprotected sex outside of marriage with men that they know aren't going to be there for them when they have a child? Like,
a lot of women have sex outside of marriage. That's just not.
You see how this? Listen, and y'all know I know Amber, and we done got into it. Do you see how dishonest this is? She just agreed that black women control who they sleep with. Black women control their vagina. And isn't it funny how when black women have complete control over their vagina, they have complete autonomy over their own body, they choose abortion or to have a baby by Pookie and Ray Ray and Umar and Jamal. Isn't that crazy how when they have complete autonomy over their body, they choose abortion or to have a child with a degenerate? And instead of Amber just saying, you know what, you're right, we should abstain or at least have a child with a decent guy, she gonna sit there and lie and say everybody has sex. I'm gonna start it over. Just lying.
do you think that women have control over who they sleep with?
Yeah, they do.
So why is it that women are having children outside of marriage?
The same reason black men are having kids outside of marriage.
No. But if women choose who they sleep with, and women are the gatekeepers of sex, why are they allowing themselves to have unprotected sex outside of marriage with men that they know aren't going to be there for them when they have a child?
Like, a lot of women have sex outside of marriage. That's just not a black specific thing.
You know what white women do? You know what Asians do? You know what other races of women do? Their men marry them before they give them children.
So you're saying it's up to black women to force black men to value marriage? Because black men are...
Do you see how disingenuous what she's saying is? Do you see how, like, think about this. Think about the one thing that you can control, who you sleep with. You have complete control over that. And even in that, she's talking about what other races do, what the black man is doing, being dishonest and disingenuous. Because she doesn't want to say that black women are out here making poor decisions. And black men are too, because they're having children with them. They both making poor decisions. But no one has a problem saying that black men are doing it. She will not just concede and say, you know what, we got to do better. It's crazy.
At least married
women to pick black men that value marriage. It's up to
most
black
of them
women.
Don't, though. That's the
No,
guy.
that's not true. That is not true.
They are the
That's
least
not true.
married.
No man.
Black men are the least married, and they still get married more than black women. Black men are the least married, and they still get married more than black women. 33% of black men are married. 27% of black women are married. So black men get married at a 6% higher rate than black women. So she's saying that black men don't value marriage. That could be true, but they value marriage more than black women do. That's a fact, just based on the numbers.
No matter what race they are, is going to marry a woman who gives them sex, who moves them into their house, who treats them like they're their husband before they're even their husband, before they even get a commitment. Black women love that shit. I don't know if it's because they have so many like brothers and cousins that went to jail and all this other bullshit, but they always got a nigga living on their couch.
I agree.
But that's the thing. Why are you moving this nigga into your house? Why are you moving this nigga into your house in the first fucking place?
I agree.
Do you
Again.
think that before they even get a commitment, black women love that shit? I don't know if it's because they have so many like brothers and cousins that went to jail and all this other bullshit, but they always got a nigga living on their couch.
I agree.
But that's the thing. Why are you moving this nigga into your house? Why are you moving this nigga into your house in the first fucking place?
I agree.
And again, black women can control who they sleep with and who moves in. I never make excuses for black men on this channel. I'm the one that got the phrase, the black man is weak. The black man is weak. I'm not making no excuse for black men. I'm saying that as a woman, you should not be laying down with a degenerate. I'm sorry. It's a lot easier for y'all to keep y'all legs closed than it is for me to try to change Pookie and Ray Ray and Umar's mind. It's a lot easier for y'all to just say no to them, and then maybe they'll wake up, versus me trying to fix them and y'all still gonna have your legs open for somebody else anyway. Charles said that's why half of black women have genital herpes. It's true. They got the highest STD rate. Let's continue. And again, Jasmine Crockett is the perfect representation of black women. She is. It's sad. Just like Kamala Harris was, just like Cardi B is, just like Beyonce is. Perfect representation. How do you know this? Because black women of all demographics, educated, uneducated, professional, unprofessional, employed, unemployed, doesn't matter. If you look at who black women idolize, it's all the same women. She could have a PhD and she's still a fan of Cardi B. Kind of rhymed, didn't it? She could have a PhD and she's still a fan of Cardi B. She could own a business and she still loves Sexy Red. Like, black women worship the same heroes and they all ratchet and disgusting. You called her a bruja, that witch. Neve said that witch. Let's continue. I'm gonna have to do a part 2, y'all. May have to do a part 2. I will. I'm gonna do a part 2, y'all. What's wrong with this Q? What's wrong with this Q? Is something wrong with his leg? Look, watch this. Is he drunk? Do y'all see this? Is he drunk? Watch this. That was the worst stroll step. I don't know what that was the worst thing. These folks in church doing this now. These folks in the black church, I told y'all, they're in the black church with fraternities and sororities stepping in the church. I told y'all the black church has been compromised already. It's compromised by communism, liberation theology, which is an offshoot of communism, and the Democratic Party. This was disgusting. This was disgusting. Now, all this happened in the church. Now, think about all these fraternities and sororities worshiping Greek gods and false gods, basically Satan, and they're in the church putting on a show. Think about that. This is what a black church is. This is where the black church is. This Q right here, he's just so drunk. I don't know what's either his leg is hurt or he's drunk or something. That was horrible. Somebody said all of them big. Think about that. All of them overweight. What they're doing is sacrilegious in the church. This is black people. This is black people. And you don't realize it is idol worship. Because y'all want to be seen. You want to be heard. It's idolatry. Just crazy. Look at this nonsense. Everybody knows what these fraternities and sororities represent. They know how wicked and evil they are. And they in the black church like it's nothing. You see, what black folks don't want to admit is that it's been a setup since day one. It's been a setup since day one. It was never organic. None of this stuff was ever organic. It was never organic, black people. It was always a setup because y'all have the power of influence. I got that from Megan McGlover 5 years ago, and she's right. They got to get you all to do it to get everybody else to do it. Thank you, Anthony Labrakiak, for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you again, sir. My boy Spizo, great show, homie. Sorry I missed the opportunity to come on live. I was supposed to go live with him tonight, but it still worked out. But thank you anyway, sir. I really appreciate it. Miss Goldie said, Blanche, black means the absence of light. When we think of light in a spiritual sense, if God is light, it makes perfect sense. Miss Goldie, it makes absolute perfect sense. If black is the absence of light and God is light, the Bible even says, what does light have in common with darkness? Nothing. So what does light have in common with being black? Nothing. Don't y'all ever wonder how every time you all do something, it always ends up corrupted? Nothing's ever good? Nothing? Think about that. Everything you all endeavor in always ends up bad. It never turns out good. It's crazy. That's why they call them black when they're really brown. And again, I'm going to say this. If they're not calling you black based on your mind, your body, or your spirit, then why are they calling you black? In no other scenario would this fly. In no other scenario. In no other scenario would you see a robin, or let me say a cardinal, and say it was a different color than red, or a blue jay say it was a different color than blue. It would not fly in any other scenario. You would never call a zebra brown. You would never call a tiger purple. Like, it doesn't fly in anything else in life. But except when it comes to black people and white people, we accept it. Listen, you all, a lie is still a lie. White people aren't white and black folks aren't black. So it's a lie. It's not true. And I keep telling you all, lies have consequences. Listen, I love y'all. And I will see y'all soon. I might go live tomorrow morning. And I might be going live with Tommy Sotomayor on his show. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm glad he came today. And listen, I love y'all. And I will see you all maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for keeping the chat lit and supporting me for all these years. Thank y'all. I love y'all.